All right, folks. Well, you know, I've been kind of sharing this journey that I've been on, in the hopes that, you know, others could get some help out of what I'm doing, man. Because it's a different day, different time, and everything you've seen is genuine, man. If any, for the folks that know me and know me well, I'm not a pretentious person. What you see is what you get, and I think that's just it, man. This is real. This is real. I can't tell you how real this is. My family support me, my friends support me, and the thing is, I got a story to tell, man, about how this whole thing took place, and I've been dying to share it. And I figured let me share it over some breakfast. So I got some ackee, sausage, dumpling, yam, banana, everything that Jamaican people love. Got it right here. So what I'll say is my story is one that I think that can help others. I'm not no different than anybody else, other than the fact that I decided I'm gonna take a chance and just gamble on myself, man. So where can I start this story? I thought about it so long and how I would share it. And when you talk to me, it just bleeds out. I can't even help it. It just bleeds out. But so here we go. So you know, back in September, my family and I uh, took a cruise. It was my dad's 75th birthday, and it was a birthday for him and his identical twin. Yeah, my dad has an identical twin brother. Um, First vacation in 8 years, man. I bust my tail. I work hard for my family, But first vacation in 8 years, and it taught me a lot, and you'll hear as we go. So I was a little bit iffy on taking a vacation, but I said, what, let me just spend the money and just do it. So I did. You know, um, I'm glad I did. After the first day of getting on a cruise, it took a day to really realize that I was relaxed and I could let go and not worry and not worry about a phone call or email or this customer that and this customer this. I didn't have to worry about none of that no more. I was relaxed, but it did take a day to decompress. But once I decompressed and figured it out, man, when I tell you a feeling like no other, when I realized I was out in the ocean, no cell service, no nothing, and I could think and just really enjoy, man, you talk about the happiest dude on the cruise. Talk about having too much of a large alcohol bill. Everybody I met was my friend, and they was drinking a drink with me. But guess what? I felt that way, man. It was great. I never felt nothing like that in my life, man. Never ever have I felt anything like that in my life, man. Where it was, I truly felt like my heart was open, my head was open, my soul was just taking it all in, man. And everything you see me post, man, is not disingenuous. That's exactly how I felt, you know. It's a lot that can be said for quiet time. It's a lot that can be said when you give time back to yourself. It's a lot that can be said when you give it back to your family and your friends because they get the better you. Not the stressed out you dealing with work every day, but they get the better you. And on this cruise, my family got the better me. All the friends, and I met enough friend, man, enough friend on the boat. It was awesome. I was open, and I was happy, and so anyway, let me keep moving. But anyway, that's just a frame of reference for where my mind was. I was happy. Um, First stop was in Turks and Caicos, Grand Turk. Never been here. Um, but it was at the right time, man. My heart and everything was really, really wide open. And again, there's something to be said about taking time for yourself and really being open. That's the only time you can get open is when you take the time for yourself, man. So anyhow, so when we got to Grand Turk, the first stop on the cruise, and we decided we were going to come like everybody else, go on the port. That's where most people end up staying anyway, on the port. But when we got out there, it's just something about this place that's a little different, man. The vibe, the energy, I don't know, I can't even explain it. But we decided to take an excursion. My family jumped on the bus. We had our drinks, and just again, I showed some of the photos when we took our vacation, and but my kids were happy, man. We took this excursion, learned more about the island, and as we were taking the excursion, man, and every fact that was being told about the island, I paid attention. First fact was that about 1,000 feet off the shore, there's a 7,500 foot drop, which means you can get deep sea fish without going deep sea fishing, per se, right? That caught my attention. The fact that there is low to no crime rate on this island caught my attention. And definitely some other big factors that piqued my interest. So again, I don't know if I'd have heard it if I was all balled up dealing with work stress and thinking about other people's issues. That's not what I wanted to do. I was open, so that piqued my interest. Anyway, took the cruise around the island. Stopped at the beach. You all see me post a lot, Governor's Beach, and my family was on the beach. They were playing. I was watching my kids over in the nice blue water and the sand, messing around. Wifey was good. She had her little friend that came up off the boat and was on this excursion too. And so wifey was good, and I was happy as ever, man. Running around the sand like a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my family happy. I'm smiling. Wifey smiling. Everybody smiling. And the vibe was just right, man. I can't explain it. Like, this day was just a different type of day. I knew something was just special about this day. So anyhow, on the way to leaving, the lady that you see me show pictures of, Nicole, Captain's wife. Captain's wife has a stand set up on the beach. No, some people might take this for simple, right? You see somebody on the beach and just, somebody on the beach. No. What I saw was a lady on the beach, on a pristine beach, with no other competition on the beach. No other competition on the beach means you can sell your stuff for whatever or however or how much you want to sell it, right? Again, don't judge a book by its cover. Talk to people, take people for who they are, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just judge. Again, I could see how some people might have just take her for simple, because since I've been here, I'm sitting there chilling with her, drinking my beer, and I'm watching others come and take her for simple, and I just laugh, right? But they're smart people, man. Nicole's very educated, and she's a smart lady. Just don't take people for simple sometime when you see them, right? Anyhow, so I'm there chilling, again, back on the beach, family happy, everybody good. And it's a blessing for me to look and see what's happening, man. I love seeing my family happy, man. And so Nicole, we sat there, we really hit it off, man. We didn't talk about no business, no nothing. We just laugh and we laugh and we laugh, and I tell my joke. Again, heart happy. When my heart happy and I giddy, I can tell joke, right? So we connected. And when it was time to leave, she said, Dwayne, when you get back, here's my card. I want you to call my husband. There's a lot of opportunity out here on Grand Turk. I've been here for X amount of years. Talk to my husband. He's a sea captain. Like, that's what he does. He is not a man of the land. He's a man of the sea. He'd rather be on the water than be on the land. So, that I'm telling you, man, something happened at that immediate moment. Because that brief conversation never left my head the entire trip. Even though I was laughing, giddy, drunk, family happy, running around, that conversation and this entire feel for where I was at the time. That bitch to eat because it's getting cold. Yeah, man. It never left me. Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great, sir. Doing great. So yeah, man. It was something different about that brief conversation, and I don't know what it was, but it spoke to me, man. So anyway, upon leaving, Nicole called Captain. Captain was taking some folks on an excursion, and he rerouted that excursion, and came over to the beach and met me. And all I did, I shook his hand, he looked him in the eyes, and said, look here, boss, we're gonna talk, all right? So I just shook my head. I was like, look here, boss, we're gonna talk. And I could just see something different because my captain's 66, man, but the 66 with a youthful spirit, man. The thing about these people on this island, they live a lot longer than the average in the U.S. Average out here might be 90 years old because this place is not polluted. The food is natural food without a bunch of any and every nonsense they put up in foods in the U.S. But anyhow, that's the other thing that I saw. People here live long, right? Just because it's just a better environment, period. So anyhow, shook Captain hand, packed the family up, got back to the crew. In fact, just got back on the boat. We scrambled like no other to get back on the boat because, we still got Jamaican vibes, so we just kind of drag our foot sometime. Can't help it. That's just how the vibe goes. Especially when you're having a good time. Who want to rush, right? So, got back to the boat, and yeah, man, enjoy the rest of the trip. The cruise was awesome. I tell you, man, there's a power in taking time for yourself. There's a power in really being able to be open and hearing and feeling and enjoying what's around you instead of just taking it as it come every day. What you see is what you get type of life. Nah, man, it's more. We can do more. We can get more. Sorry if the food coming out my mouth. Anyhow, so enjoy the rest of the cruise. No, the entire time when I say I felt something put in my spirit about this chance meeting, and something put in my soul about this, because I just felt something was there, man. I felt that these people were something different. Um, you know, um, and it's hard to say what it was, man, but I just knew something was here. So when I got back and the family got back, we went and got our car at the airport and paid up the car and drove home. And that was on a Monday, right? So before I even got in the house or the garage, I looked for that business card on that Nicola given to me. So I got it. Before I even go in the house, man, I tell you, man, just this is a blessing. I'm on a journey I'm on, man, because something has been speaking to me this entire time and guiding me. Like, call. Before I even got in the house, I called her. I didn't even walk in the house. So I called her from my garage. She was surprised as ever that I actually called, that I wasn't one of them other folks that came in and said something and BS and just they never heard from again. But I called them back immediately as I sat down in my garage. And she was surprised and happy, and it's just it's something when you meet people that just need an opportunity. Island people are good people, man. Island people know what they have. Island people know the paradise that they have, but the one thing that island people lack a lot of time is the resource to really take advantage of what's there. They know it. It's just a matter of resource. But anyhow, so I got in, called, set up a meeting with Nicole. Set up a meeting the following evening to talk to Captain, man. And my boys had basketball practice, so it took, this is on Tuesday. No, took them to practice, and the meeting was at 6 o'clock. So hurry up, put them, make sure they were settled, jump back in the truck, and called them on WhatsApp. And met Captain, talked to Captain, and when you talk to somebody experience, you can tell. You can tell when somebody BSing. And one of the things from my past career as a loan officer is that you get a sense of people, right? As you talk to them, you can tell who's BSing, who's not BSing. You can tell, whether something's authentic or not. It's just a skill set I get over time, man. And me just being me, being able to talk to people, I know when somebody BSing me immediately. So anyhow, when I started talking to Captain, so the first thing that caught my attention is that it wasn't just no regular conversation. It wasn't no random things he was telling me. He told me about his story. He told me about the island. He told me about the opportunity. He told me about him being as a captain and his experience. But more importantly, I could hear the authenticity in what was being said, right? This man is 66. Certain things come along with time as you grow, right? And experience teaches a lot. You can't fake experience, right? You can fake it so much, but there's a point where you can only fake it but so much, right? Anyhow, anyhow so my senses was really
You alright?
yeah, man, I'm good, man, I'm good. Thank you.
Tomorrow you good?
Yeah, man, my senses was really going off at that point, man, because something told me that this was different, right? This is a man I experienced that just needed an opportunity, and this whole fishing business has been a lifelong dream for him, right? So I talked to Captain. So one of the first things I did, I said, listen, because I'm just going with the vibe, man. Again, I'm not nothing special. Just going with the energy and just something telling me, yo, something is to this, something to this. So I'm just going with it. So I said, Captain, if we was to go into business, what kind of thing you would need? What kind of equipment? What type of thing you need? So there's a fishing store called Captain Harry's that apparently that a lot of fishermen go to order supplies. So I created a Captain Harry's account online. Captain had one, but I couldn't see his password. He didn't remember the password, so I went ahead and created one with a joint password or whatever. So he went in and I said, Captain, go in and fill up the card with everything you think that we would need to make this a success if we was to move forward. So he did so, and called me back in about 15 minutes. Now, when I went back into the cart and looked at what was chosen in the cart, I was like, oh, hold on. The stuff in the cart was so specific. You know immediately that this isn't no, run-of-the-mill rigor remote type of deal that I'm looking at, because everything was so specific in the cart. Me not even being a fisherman type of dude, no, and I could tell just from the stuff. It wasn't just 10 of this, 15 of this, grab that. It was none of that, right? It was very specific. And something again, I'm just something speaking to my heart and my soul, man. I was like, something say, what, take a chance. So I did a small chance. So what I did, without Captain even knowing, I went ahead and went to the cart. I bought it. I paid for it and addressed it to go to them down in down on the island. When I did that, and I took a picture of the receipt and sent it to captain, and they saw that, look, man, you have potentially have somebody that's serious, that's believing in them. Man, the tone of the conversation changed quite a bit because now everybody saw possibility and potential, right? I was potentially willing to gamble on them. They were potentially willing to gamble on me, right? You can't pay for experience. That's the one thing we should learn. You can pay for a lot of things. You can't pay for experience. Money only goes so far, right? So anyhow, ever since that time, and I sent and I felt the tone of the conversation and everything shift. From that day forward, I talk to Captain and Nicole almost every single day, multiple times a day, planning. This entire thing hasn't just been done by me, right? My partners have been planning as much as they can plan on their end because there's been a lot that has gone on the backside here on the island in preparation for what I've done on the front side financially over in the States, right? But I felt like it was a team, and I didn't know these people. But guess what? As going through this, you get a sense of people, man. And what the sense I got as time went on was that I'm dealing with good people. I'm dealing with real people. I'm dealing with people of character. I'm dealing with people that have experienced, people that have won, people that have lost. But I'm dealing with real people. And not everybody bad in the world, man. I look at me. I look at people I mess with, and not everybody bad in the world, man. Some people just genuinely need a shot. I need a shot. They needed a shot. So ever since then we worked together, and the other thing too, when I was looking for the big boat, I'm not no sea dude, man. So I'm here pulling up boats like, Captain, this is the type of boat we need. Looking at this $200,000 boat, I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna get the money. How am I gonna get the money? I don't know. So Captain said, hold on, just wait, I'm gonna find it. So he sent me the boat, the right boat, and it was much, much, much less than what I was even thinking it was gonna cost me. Right? Sorry. 1 second. I'm hungry. 1 second. Food getting cold, but it's good. Anyway, it's soursop juice. Anyway, so found the boat, called the broker, um, negotiated the price, got the price to drop for 25 by 25,000. Already ahead in the right direction. Now keep in mind, people, I'm not no rich dude, right? I'm a working dude, right? And for the amount of money I invested, and that's why I said, man, there's a way, man. There's always a way. When I sat and I started thinking about what the heck I was getting ready to do, where am I getting the money? Like, you asked me to throw 20 grand at something, I'm like, where in the world am I getting the money? But when something's right, the Father have a way of helping you find a way to do it, and He sure did help me find a way to pull it together. Before you asked me before this, Dwayne, throw together $40,000, let's go invest in X. Man, I'd be so clueless, but something happened when this opportunity came my way, man. I found the money, and I found it without taking out any bank loan, you know. So I own those boats. I own them. I can't believe it. I own 2 boats in Turks and Caicos, man. This is crazy. But anyhow, the Father was with me along the way. He helped me find it. Thank God for good friends. Not even friends. I didn't even go to friends, man. It's just my family. My family saw the vision, helped me accomplish the vision. But majority of it was coming of my own reach. Credit card debt, equity line of credit, me no business. I saw what this opportunity is and who I'm getting a chance to do it with. So you know what? Once I made my mind up to go and say go and push the trigger, I find it. I find it. You hear me? I find it. Don't ask me how. Father helped me find a way, and there was a way. Listen, man, whenever you think there's not a way, man, when you know something is right and you really want to go at it, man, you'll find a way. And I never believe it before when people say it, but God knows, man, I found a way. I was back and forth in that bank. Bank tell me no, they didn't want to give them the money for the boat loan to get the big boat, because really it's a rebuilt boat, and just based on age they didn't want to give the funds, which I understand, which I appreciate now, because I don't own a nothing. I pay for it and I can't come take nothing. It's mine. So no liens against these boats, man. They're all mine. And then once all the investments are paid off, or everything I put in to invest, then everything is gonna get transferred into DNA fishery. So but it's definitely a risk. But the biggest thing about this, I don't feel bad about what I've done. I feel great, because I see the character of the people I'm dealing with, man. So anyway, let me back up a little bit before I jump too far, man. So after I started, found a boat, negotiated a price, all of that type of thing. Um, I said a month later, mind you, September 23rd is when we got back from Grand Turk. 30 days later, I was back down here. I came back down because I had to spend time with the people, man, just to make sure that what I felt over the phone and what I felt in my spirit is exactly what I would feel up front. So when I came back, listen, man, I was so shocked because it turned out that everything was exactly what my gut and my heart and the Father was leading me and telling me, man, in my soul, man. It was right, man. These people are good people. What I saw when I came here, my captains, I'm respected by the community, man. And as one of the people that's a belonger, which means they're born and raised from here. They're the only type of folks that can get access to certain things here in this island, which is a great thing because they protected their island from being sold out. I.e., Jamaica doesn't sell out all kind of parts over to China. So, they haven't done that here, not even a little bit. And they protected their shores on purpose. But when I come, man, I see the type of person that I'm dealing with is a man of character, and people respect this man. And me personally, I respect him, man, and we get along great, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like we're from completely different generations, and we really get along. This is just the right vibe. It's the right thing, man. It's I can't explain it. Um, so I spent time with them, and before I left here, again, 30 days after leaving or getting back from the cruise, before 30 days, found a boat. I was like, you know what? I walk in with this credit card in my pocket with no balance on it. Um, and that's the other thing, since I'm on this, keep good credit, man. As a loan officer, I kind of been forced to keep good credit, but keep good credit because when I needed it, and when I needed it, that's all. It wasn't cash that finances thing. It's a credit card. I have a credit card with a nice big balance, well, with a nice amount on it. I've been straight up yanking cash up off that sucker because you know what? I'm not worried about the details right now. I'm worried about getting there to even have a shot at satisfying all the details. But I just know what I'm doing is right. I just have a spirit and a vibe about this, and I feel led, and I've just been moving with the vibe on it. So, you know, so yeah, keep good credit. I can't say that enough. My wife, thank God for my wife, because before the wife, I wouldn't have been as responsible with paying on time and that type of thing. But thank God for her. She helped keep it on track, and we make sure we pay them bills on time. So yeah, keep good credit because that's exactly why I had the chance at even doing this, right? So anyhow, 30 days later, I was back down there. I just give you the quick, the shorter version. So I bought a boat, man. Before I left, I bought a solid boat. I got a great deal. I got a 250cc engine, and like a brand new boat. It's powerful. It's a boat my attorney was gonna buy, and he wanted my captain to work for him. There's a difference when you give somebody an opportunity to work versus an opportunity to own. I feel everybody here has been coming at my captain the wrong way. They all want him to work, never give him a chance to own. I saw beyond that, man. And yeah, man, that's why we in business. I'm with the right person. So, anyhow, fast forward. How are you? So, fast forward.
Huh?
No, my camera. I'm taping. Come here. All right, folks. I hear just eating, and this little pretty young lady decided to come over. Come. Smile at the camera. Tell him what's your name.
Alicia.
Alicia? You're very pretty, Alicia. Oh, you getting ice cream so early? That's your breakfast? No, I'm not busting you. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing.
I eat breakfast already.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's 10. Oh, I guess I'm late. All right. I'm going to tell the people I'm talking to. I'm going to tell them bye because I can see you're ready to have a conversation. So we going to talk. Anyhow, folks, that's the gist of what I'm doing. I'm back here 60 days. Yeah, about 60 days or 60 to 90 days after my first visit here. And I know I'm
talking
to the camera. I'm talking to the camera. Come over. I'm talking to the camera. But yeah, man. It's I came here first at September.
Talk?
Because I'm just looking in the camera and just talking. Where you from? You from here? Yeah? Why are you not in school? Uh-oh.
Because I ran that road.
Oh, all right. You're a smart girl, man. Thanks for coming by to come chat with me for a minute. Let me just tell him bye. All right?
I'm already smart.
Yes. I say you're smart. I can tell. We just met. You cool, man. That's all right. Let me just say goodbye and then we talk, all right? So anyhow, I'll give you more of a, that's the gist of everything. I didn't quite say everything I wanted to say, but I have some company here that came by to come sit with me while she have ice cream. I eat my aki, so I'm gonna keep it at that, and I'll tell the rest of the story later. All right? I don't know who this helping, but listen to me. Jump, man. It's take a gamble on you, man. I'm happy I did it, and ever since I started this journey, again, win, lose or draw, I'm happy.
Number black.
Who?
You.
Oh, give me 1 second. Let me just say this real quick, and let me shut it down. All right. But anyhow, gamble on yourself, man. Win or lose, watch me, man. I'm opening myself because I feel
What you eating?
Aki and selfish. 1 sec. I'm opening myself up. You know, it's a little scary doing it because but I don't have no fear, man. Because I feel what I'm doing can help others, man. Because again, take a chance on you. 2020 coming. How long you gonna sit there working for that dude? Let me say one last thing. This is important. The main driver why I decided to make this move. I'm a loan officer. I was a pretty successful loan officer, right? The last company I worked for, I'm on 100% commission, and I gotta say this because this tells you about this employer relationship, right? The
Why are you
last
talking to the camera?
because a lot of people gonna see it, and I'm trying to help people make decision to step out there and do things for themselves. That's why. Give me 1 sec, all right? So with this employer, 100% commission. Now you understand that as a loan officer, and all my other loan officers know this. You are the lifeblood of that company. If you
I
don't
don't
sell,
eat my ice cream.
no. 1 sec. You are the lifeblood of that company, right? If you don't sell and take that sale from beginning to the end of the closing, that company makes no money. The last company I would had the nerve to really believe it was okay, right? No, I get my commission check and I get a regular check. Commission check, regular check, whatever. A check is a check. But the last company I was with thought it was okay to not pay me because I miss putting in a timesheet. As a loan officer, you get overwhelmed with other people problems. So, you're not there for the small check done on the timesheet. That's not what you're there. You're there for the commission, right? But you still need it. It's kind of help you in between getting the big check, right? They have the nerve to look at me on 2 or 3 occasions to tell me I should wait till the next check because I didn't put a timesheet in. So you want to tell me I did all this work, everybody pay, and I'm supposed to sit there, my family's supposed to suffer for 2 weeks until you decide you want to write a manual check? On top of that, no, so they, I fussed at them a little bit, and they wrote the check. But guess what they did? Not only did they write the check, but these jackasses decided to put the check in regular mail. Spiteful assholes. I'm sorry. That's the only cuss you're going to hear. But that was bad. That told me a lot and taught me a lot about what we was doing, right? So, listen. Is your little girl here, man? Yeah, man, she cool. She come over and see me and talking to my peoples on my camera and just come and inquire. Said she have our breakfast already. That's how I late. Has your breakfast? It's all good, my friend. But look, let me sign this out. You hear? I'll catch up with you folks later. Easy. Yeah, man. She come jumping right on time on this